International Rugby Board have introduced this season the Pitchside Concussion Assessment, or the Concussion bin. This involves a player who has received a blow to the head and been ordered by the referee to have a 5-minute assessment by an independent match doctor. Callum McConnochie is 20 years old and has had concussion due to rugby in the past. He believes this scheme should have been put in place a long time ago.
Nowadays, the concussion bin, I completely agree with. I think that's probably one of the best things they've done through the IRB and, all these rugby boards, purely simply because if you've got a professional doctor down the sideline willing to take, 5 minutes to make sure he's all right to go back on, that's exactly what they've needed.
Mike Barstow, general practitioner at Framlingham Surgery in Suffolk, is more concerned about the trial.
You've got to be careful, and I understand there is this need to assess what is best practice. Anywhere in medicine, best practice is evolving. I think with this, you need to be a little more conservative because the possible consequences are massive. You've got 20, 30-year-old lads who could have severe brain damage from this. That's the rest of their life that's gone down the tube. I'd be a little more conservative in my approach.
Referees are the ones to make the call, and Cameron Henderson, a Kent Society ref, is not happy with this responsibility.
We need to think of players' long-term safety and future. Squads are big enough now to deal with this kind of thing. Previously, they weren't. Similar to the fact that we must have a prop on the bench, 2 props on the bench who can play, I think we really need to start looking to the future of saying key positions, maybe 10 or so forth, should have an extra player. 5 minutes for me is nowhere long enough to assess whether a person has a concussion or not, even at top level. Personally, even if a neurologist looked at a player and you saw signs of concussion, I would prefer that player did not re-enter the field of play.
Charles Precious for Behind the Eyes.